All right, Honorable Kaluma, in terms of now corruption and dealing with that, would the opposition currently take the same position that if a leader is found suspected of corruption, they should just step aside and allow for or even lack of governance? Because we've had, for example, one of the court principals, Wetangula, with a lot of accusations of voter rigging and all that. How come there's not been as much pressure for him to step aside, even as a court principal, in terms of integrity, just for him to be cleared, then he can come back?
I wanted to start elsewhere, but really let me address this Wetangula issue. You know, I sit in the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee of the National Assembly, and I personally believe the court got it all wrong in an election petition convicting a person and seeking to mete out consequences. You know, an election court determines the validity of elections. All evidence brought in terms of election offenses begin and end at that. But when an election court translates from being an election court to a criminal court, it is not permissible in law. In fact, all that an election court can do is to say, on the evidence we found to invalidate or not invalidate an election, let us take this forth for the investigative machinery, so that a criminal process in which Wetangula or whoever is the subject, you know, can defends himself. And in that way you would say, you know, Wetangula has been had in the context of a criminal offense. But also remember that the election court made those findings in relation to the 2013 elections. Following that, Wetangula was subjected to the will of the people in a by-election. And remember, the percentage by which he won, it only increased beyond combo. So what we are saying is, how do you invalidate the will and sovereignty of a people expressed in a by-election subsequent to even those findings? So what I'm saying is that it is not selective application of law or a selective demand by the opposition to do